Coming up on today's Cowboys Report, I want to break down a potential Micah Parsons contract extension. Micah once again saying he doesn't really want to wait for the Cowboys to get a deal done with him, and I completely agree on that front as well. They should not be waiting. Now, if anyone out there has friends who are uncertain about what a Micah deal could look like, the benefits to doing it early, this video is for you. So help us out by sharing today's video on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, whatever. Share that video for me right now. So Micah is now entering the final year of his contract. He is set to become, despite what he might have said publicly, the highest paid edge in NFL history. Despite him being listed as a linebacker on all the team websites and media stuff, he's a pass rusher. We know that. His current cap hit right now for 2025, the projected fifth-year option, is $24.01 million. That is a sizable amount of money. And the Cowboys' top priority, once the coaching staffs are all flushed out, is to get Micah Parsons paid, locked up, and signed before NFL free agency starts. The reason being is they can free up a sizable amount of salary cap space by doing so. Micah agreed, saying this Thursday on Radio Row at the Super Bowl. We have a lot of guys to sign. I don't think we can afford to keep having things wait out. I completely agree with him. You messed up not paying Lamb on time, not paying Dak on time, not paying Tank Lawrence on time. All these big-time contracts, you've messed up. And an extension can save up to $18 million on the salary cap. Now, maybe it's not all the way. We'll look at an example of how it might not get there, but it's still a lot of money. There's no justifiable football-related reason to drag this out. Go get it done. Player wants it done. What are you waiting for? Learn from your mistakes and get it done early. Because it might actually save you money. It might actually save you several $1 million per year if you do it early as opposed to dragging your feet again and consistently finding a way to wait and cost yourself only salary cap space. So will the Cowboys pay Micah Parsons before NFL free agency? My fingers are crossed, but I think it happens. Y for yes, N for no. Go vote the pinned comment of today's show, especially if the ad comes here on YouTube. Now, Micah has said in the past he is open to taking less, so to speak, to re-sign with the Cowboys this offseason. Here's what Micah has said. This is a previous quote from with ESPN's Todd Archer. I'm Jerry's guy. I think it'll be quiet. I know it's easier said than done because I'm at the table, but that's my guy. We talk about it and how much we appreciate each side, but I know numbers talk. At the end of the day, whatever it takes for me to continue to be a Cowboy until I retire, that's what I want. I feel like a lot of times we see highest paid, then we say they don't have weapons or don't have this. So I would just rather be in the best situation, you know? At that point, I don't think there's a big difference between $30 million and $40 million in my eyes, you know? And that's just me talking. My agent might be mad that I even said that. But, you know, for me, I've already been blessed enough where I can't complain too much in life. That's great. I still think when it's all said and done, Micah will get the highest paid non-QB contract in NFL history because there's like 5 guys coming up next, by the way. All right, now that's $35 million per year, beating out Justin Jefferson, Nick Bosa, $34 million per year in the average per year. The guaranteed money is a big thing here as well. Nick Bosa still outpacing Justin Jefferson at $122.5 with $110 million guaranteed for Justin Jefferson. So in the end, I still expect a record-setting contract happens for Micah Parsons. That's how the NFL agents make sure business gets done. How much of a record-setting contract, I think that is the area that's up for debate. And if you can do it sooner, it might not stay a record-setting contract for very long. Today's show is made possible by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is the best place to get real money sports action with over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings. PrizePicks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to all. You pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash. Run your game all season long on PrizePicks. The big game is almost here, and it's now or never. Don't miss out on the last football game of the season with PrizePicks. It is the best place to win cash while watching the big game. They're giving away free pick for it as well. It is Patrick Mahomes, a half passing yard. It's so easy. It's going to happen. Put it on all your PrizePicks slates, football or basketball related. I am also going with Saquon Barkley. Pains me. More than 112.5 rushing yards. And I love the idea of a Xavier Worthy reverse with 5.5 yards on the ground for Worthy. So if you haven't already, go download the PrizePicks app today over at prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That link will be in the comments section and the description of today's show. It's prizepicks.com/CLNS and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play that first $5 lineup. It's PrizePicks. Run your game. Let's talk the ESPN prediction that came out a couple days ago, part of their offseason articles. They predicted 5 years, $180 million with $125 guaranteed, which would be first in both APY and guaranteed money, resetting the market with a record-setting contract. There's a big note here. The Cowboys would like that. They love doing 5-year deals. It's the max amount of years you can spread out a signing bonus without having to add void years to it. That is a longer deal than what Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb got, but when you do a longer deal, especially at this level of player, it normally means more guaranteed money. That's not necessarily a bad thing either. Now, of note, if you can do this deal first, he might not wait long or last long as the highest paid non-QB. Maxx Crosby is due for a new deal. He's going to get a massive contract. Raiders have all the cap space in the world. Myles Garrett is due for a new deal. TJ Watt is due for a new deal. All those guys have their deals expiring within 2 years. Now, they're not on their second contracts, though, so they're older. That's worth mentioning. Aiden Hutchinson, due for a new deal soon. Jamar Chase is due for a new deal soon, and Chase will get record-setting money once he signs. So if you wait, whether the player or the team waits, which can be the player here maybe if it's a short-term wait, the cost might go up. In fact, I would bet it goes up. That is a big benefit to paying Micah Parsons earlier and not waiting because it will save you money in the long run. Now, I know not all of you want to pay Micah Parsons. Some of you want to trade him. So this is your chance to comment about it. Do you want to pay Micah Parsons? P for pay, T for trade. Sound off in the comments section of today's show. So I do want to look at what a Micah contract could look like in terms of how it impacts the salary cap. The salary cap is manipulatable. It is an accounting tool for how you pay a player. It does not have to be a one-to-one correlation with the cash being paid and the salary cap hit going on a contract. For simplicity purposes, let's just use that ESPN projection. The years, the total money, and the guaranteed money. I think that just makes it a little bit easier. The biggest thing to figure out here is the signing bonus. Now, the signing bonus, you're paying a fifth of that over each of the first 5 years of the contract. So I'm going to pick a simple, easy number, $35 million. It could be more, it could be less. It just depends on what that's probably one of the trickier things to figure out at times, frankly. You know, what does the instant cash flow look like? All of that's got to get sorted out. But I'll pick 35 because it's a little bit higher than some of the other signing bonuses the Cowboys have done in the past, and still is within the ballpark of, I think, being feasible for all parties involved. Now, if and when the Cowboys pay Micah Parsons, I think it's a when. I think they'll get it done. My fear is they're just going to do it in August because they're stupid. We will have a video for you. Hit that sub button right now. So, using the $35 million signing bonus, this is how you could structure the Micah Parsons stock base salary. So this is not how it impacts the salary cap. This is just the simple base salaries. I've got 29.9 in 2026, 36 in 2027, 24 in 2028, 29 in 2026, and 28 in 2030. Now, the reason why I've got bigger base salaries in 2026 and 2027 is all those years are already guaranteed. I have to guarantee them to get to the guaranteed figure that ESPN had. So I've got simple restructures planned here. Now, you could make it an option bonus on the contract if you wanted to. That's what the Eagles do, but the end result is the exact same thing. So I've got 2 void years here as well because I'm going to do some simple restructures over the first couple years of this contract. I can add more if I want to, by the way. So when I restructure in 2026 and 2027 and 2028, this is the projected cap hits. There's just one example. The numbers can ebb and flow and change. It's $8 million in 2025. That's it. That's all I'm paying him. It's $8.1 million. 14.9 in 2026. 20.5 in 2027. 27.5 in 2028, a massive jump in 2029 to 49.5, then drops back down for 2023. In 2029, I have a decision to make. I can restructure. I can extend. I can trade him if I want to blow it up and rebuild after my 4-year window with Dak Prescott under contract expires. I am not paying hardly anything more than what I am already set to pay Micah on the salary cap right now with the way I've structured this deal. This is why you don't wait. It sets me up 4 years. I'm not paying that much for my best player. And then I can restructure, reevaluate in 2029 when I got to make a decision. That's what the Eagles would do. Will the Cowboys do it? We'll see.